development? The idea of development or progress has always been with us. That means we have aspirations or desires about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Different people have different goals. Different people can have different development goals. What may be development for one may not be development for others. It may be destructive for others. Let us try to imagine what development or progress is likely to mean to different persons. What are their aspirations? Look at the table. Category of persons are landless rural laborers and rich persons and their development goals. First category, landless rural laborers. Development goals are more days of work, better wages, economic and social equality. Next category, rich persons. Their development goals are higher family income and better education to their children. So, do all of these persons have the same notion of development or progress? No, most likely not. Each one of them seeks different things. They seek things that are most important for them. That is, that which can fulfill their aspirations or desires. So, two things are quite clear. One, different persons can have different developmental goals, and next one, what may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may even be destructive for other. Okay. Based on that table, you can notice one common thing. What people desire are regular work, better wages, and decent price for their crops or other products that they produce. In other words, they want more income. Besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, respect, family, and friends. Let us discuss with one small example. Okay. If you get a job in a far off place, before accepting it, you would try to consider many factors such as facilities for your family, working atmosphere, or opportunity to learn, etc. So, the development goals that people have are not only about better income, but also about other important things in life. National development. Different persons could have different developmental goals. Like different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development also. How? In the process of national development means not only setting up an industry but also all-round development like education, health and national income. Okay. Let us see how to compare different countries like developed and developing countries. For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. What is income? The income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. This gives us the total income of the country. Okay, this is called the total income of the country. That means it refers the market values of all goods and services which produced in financial year within the country is called the national income. So, for comparison between countries, total income is not such an useful measure. Since countries have different populations, comparing total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. Are people in one country better off than other in a different country? So, we compare the average income, which is the total income of the country divided by its population. So the average income is also called as a per capita income. So based on that, in World Development Reports brought out by the World Bank, criteria is used in classifying countries or average income. That means per capita income. How to calculate? Total income of the nation divided by total population of the nation. Okay. So, countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,616 per annum are called rich countries, and those with per capita income of US dollar 1,035 or less are called low income countries. So India comes in the category of low middle income countries because its per capita income in 2012, for example, you can take 2012, it was just in US dollar 1,530 per annum. Okay. So for developed countries and developing countries, we cannot take only the income. Beside that, other factors also there. They are education, health status, human development report is released every year. Ranking is given every year by studying above. Okay. So this is how we can compare the countries based on developed and developing. Let us see how can we compare the countries based on World Development Report and Human Development Report. Based on Human Development Report, they have calculated only per capita income. In Human Development Report, they also taken per capita income, health and education. Got it? Income and human development. That means income and other criteria. When we looked at individual aspirations and goals, we found that people not only think of better income, but also have goals such as security, respect of others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. Similarly, when we think of a nation or a region, we may, besides average income, think of other equally important attributes. Okay, so HDR published, okay, Human Development Report published by UNDP. That means United Nations Development Program compares countries based on educational level of the people, their health status and PCI, per capita income also. So, per capita income we know very well. Now, what is the human development indicators? Human development indicators are infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, sex ratio. Infant mortality rate. It indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 1000 lives. Okay. That means before attend the first birthday, if the children die, that has to be taken. Okay. Number of children that die before the age of 1 year. Literacy rate. It measures the proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group. 7 and above age group. Then net attendance ratio. It is the total number of children of age group 6 to 10 attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. Sex ratio. It is the total number of female per thousand of males. These also come under the human development indicators. Next one, life expectancy. The minimum age up to which an adult lives is the life expectancy rate. Okay. This also shows the overall quality of life in a country. So as per census 2011, the life expectancy in India for males in 67 years and for females it is 72 years. Okay. So life expectancy of India is 68 years in year 2014. So per capita income is calculated in dollars for all countries so that it can be compared. It is also done in a way so that every dollar would buy the same amount of goods and services in any country. Countries' development can measure based on GNP, GDP, GNA. What is GNP? Gross National Product. Measure of the total value of the officially recorded goods and services produced by the citizens and corporations of a country in a given year includes things produced inside and outside a country's territory is called the gross national product. Okay. The next one is gross domestic product. That means the total value of the officially recorded goods and services produced by citizens and corporations of a country in a given year inside the country, that is called as a GDP, gross domestic product. Next one is GNI, gross national income. The monetary worth of what is produced within a country plus income received from investments outside the country. So this is taken for measurement of development nowadays. Okay. Which one? GNI. Gross national income. That means monetary worth of what is produced within a country plus income received from investments outside the country. Okay. Let us compare the development of states in India. States are Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. Okay. Maharashtra has the highest per capita income and Bihar is at the bottom. If you notice in the second column, per capita income, Maharashtra has the highest per capita income. Bihar is the bottom. This means that an average a person in Maharashtra earned rupees 1,0314 in 1 year. Okay, a person in Bihar would earn only around rupees 23,435. So Maharashtra will be considered the most developed and Bihar the least developed state of three. Okay. Now go to the third column. That is infant mortality rate. Okay, it shows that infant mortality rate. Kerala, out of 1,000 children born, 12 died before completing 1 year of age. But in Maharashtra, the proportion of children dying within 1 year of birth is 25, which is more than double. On the other hand, the per capita income of Maharashtra is more than that of Kerala. Okay. The next one is literacy rate. Comparatively, 94% in Kerala, highest literacy rate. Bihar has the least literacy rate. Okay. Then last column shows that net attendance ratio. Okay. More than two-thirds of children aged group 14 to 15 are not attending school beyond class 8. Bihar, more than two-thirds of your class would be missing. Okay. So, this was the report given by National Sample Survey Organization. Okay. The year 2012-2013. Okay. Now, are you clear how to compare the states based on the development, not only per capita income, but also infant mortality rate, literacy rate and net attendance ratio. Then next, let us learn the terms HDI, Human Development Index. HDI published by UNDP, United Nations Development Programme, compares countries based on educational levels of people and their health status and per capita income is called as Human Development Index. Okay. Next term is Body Mass Index. What is Body Mass Index? BMI. Weight upon height in meters square is called a body mass index. Okay, so it is one of the methods to check whether the person healthy or not. Those who are having 18.5 BMI means undernourished, and those who are having above 25 BMI means overnourished. So health also the important indicator to calculate the development of the states or country. So that only in some states the public distribution system functions well. Public distribution systems, you know what is that? PDS shops, ration shops. Okay. According to Robert Repto, sustainable development is a development strategy that manages all natural resources and human resources as well as financial and physical assets for increasing long-term wealth and well-being. Okay. We have not inherited the world from our forefathers. So, what are the objectives of sustainable development? Why do we need to sustain development? Sustain rise the real PCI, that means per capita income and quality of life. And also it fulfill the requirements of our future generations. Okay. So, in the 20th century, a number of scientists have been warning that the present type and levels of development are not sustainable. Groundwater is an example of renewable resources. These resources are replenished by nature as in the case of crops and plants. Even though these resources may be overused. For example, in the case of groundwater, if we use more than what is being replenished by rain, then we would be overusing this resource. Before end of the session, let's take a short recap. So far we discussed about the concept development, different developmental goals, national income, how to calculate per capita income, then indicators of national development like PCI, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, net attendance ratio, life expectancy. Okay, then importance of public facilities like PDS, public distribution system, ration shops. Then why do we need sustainable development? And we compare among the states and countries based on the survey report. Okay. Thank you, my dear students. We will meet in next chapter of civics, sectors of the Indian economy.